Hey team, right, okay, so a lot of you have kind of messaged me back in regards to the focuses, and I just want to say, first of all, great, okay? That quick click on that message, for the ones that you've put up that message there, you've paused for a moment, had a little bit of thought about you, and that's a willpower workout, okay? That's kind of taking yourself out of the drudgery of doing kind of your normal things that are a little bit autopilotly, and you've taken a little bit of time thinking about, okay, so what am I going to do today? How am I going to improve kind of myself? How am I going to practice kind of these new things to make me kind of feel better long term, get towards my overall long term goal? Which, remember, that's a lot of the things that we want to do. And this, just by doing that with that willpower, you'll be able to make better decisions on other things, regardless of what your immediate focus was. So let's keep that kind of in mind. Now, a lot of you talked about the food. So we've talked about this before, but I'm going to refresh in your head and also give you a few things to bolt on to kind of your mindset when you're thinking about kind of, this food side of things, and it probably can overlay onto other things as well. So first of all, one is, okay, you paused and you're going, okay, right, I'm going to make a decision on food. Now, whatever you choose to eat, if it's really good kind of food, or let's say you kind of do end up choosing the thing that's not so great, then first of all, you tell yourself to eat slower. Okay, I know I've gone on about this before, but I will keep on going on about it, because the more we keep it in our psyche, the more likely we're going to practice actually doing it. And remember, the more time we practice actually doing it, the more we make it a habit. Okay, so we slow down that eating, and we know it'll actually make you eat less, because you will feel fuller and your brain will understand. But it's not actually eating less. Let's forget about the less thing. It's more actually you'll be eating what you need. Okay, so that's getting onto ourselves, realizing this is what we should be eating. Again, because we've been switched off, before, and not myself, I've been myself, we've eaten too much. So remember, underlying foundational thought: eat slower. Okay, so now we've got that one in the pipe and refreshed. Right, the next thing is we're going to talk about, when you've paused, you're going to think about your reason why. Okay, now I know we've discussed about this as well, but let's bolt this on to the pause when we're thinking about those decisions where we have to go for perhaps a harder decision as opposed to the easy, mindless kind of decision. So think about your reason why. Why am I doing this? Okay, your original one may have changed now, or maybe you've lost what that is. So if that's the case, what you've lost what that is, remember, the one that I always tell you to think about, and remember we should be important, is that we want to be healthier and we want to be happier. If we're healthy and happier, we will get in shape and we'll live longer, and we'll literally kind of see more and do more and make better decisions. And that doesn't affect us, it affects the people around us too. That's the second part. If you're still struggling, okay, and to make that great decision, because the instant gratification is just reeling you in. It happens to all of us, depending on, you might have had a stressful day or something happen and emotional triggers come up. Think about how it will affect the people around you. The most important people are your immediate kind of people. Because we know the poor nutrition that we have, the more likely we're going to have less energy. We've got less energy, then we're going to do kind of less, more sluggish. Not just sluggish in our body energy levels, but our head as well, which affects us kind of emotionally. And if we're not eating the right food, then that's only going to kind of, could go on to the next thing. Because we either go all flop this, or we kind of just make poorer decisions because, we give into it. So it affects your mood, it affects your energy levels, it's going to affect your sense of self-esteem, that you can actually take control and do anything about this. And that affects the people around us, because if I'm moody and if I'm snappy, or if I've got no energy, am I going to kind of give everything that I can with kind of, my partner or my kids, or with my work? We are in control, and we can do that, and we can make sure the rest of the people around us are, we're going to the park more with them, we're going to go and kind of bike riding, we are kind of doing the extra thing at work, we're paying a bit more attention at work. And if we do that, we're only going to improve our kind of overall life for us and for them. So let's stick that second thing on there. If it forgets about yourself, then how is it going to affect the people around me? Okay, if you don't know how that is, remember, take some time. That's your new focus. opposed to kind of your other one until we get that locked into your head. Okay, so that's the reason why with bolted on, how it affects all the people around me. Okay, so the next one, as I say, remember, if we've eaten slowly and we're thinking about the reasons, but we still want to eat even though we're saying we're going to eat slower, how about kind of getting rid of some of it? If it's not a great choice, make a better choice to kind of go, you know what, if I am going to have that white bread and I really want it, then there's no other option around me, then I'm going to cut off about 10-20% of the top, chuck it in the bin straight away. That's you taking control. Okay, that's you taking a choice, taking control. And then if you do that often enough, then we can make the better choice of having that kind of a wholemeal bread, or even ditching the bread completely and kind of putting on a different option, because we've built up our self-esteem and the fact that we feel better and we're eating less of that crap stuff which is making us want to eat more shit. Then we are moving forward. So, and if you still really struggle and all those reasons aren't helping right at the moment, remember they will. We don't let that kind of take our next decision. If you've eaten slower, you've still taken some control out of there, and that's just a step forward. Okay, so that's the things that we want to think about in regards to our willpower and also in regards to our focuses and our decisions, right? But there's one more thing. Let's talk about. Okay, I know this is, I'm going on for quite a bit, but remember, I feel that the information I looked at is going to be of value to help you long term. And let's think about the Christmas kind of food. If you've still got a lot of that left over, then it might be a decision and an option to, first of all, I would think about getting rid of it. I've got rid of kind of the selection boxes and the heroes, which what are they being hero for, eh? And all those boxes, selections or Quality Street, they've gone in the bin, because you know what, it's far too tempting when they're in proximity for me, and they you end up eating too much and not enjoying them after you've eaten a few, and it's just like, well, why are they there? Let's get rid of them. I didn't buy them anyway, so I'm not wasting anything. So, but if your first thought is, yeah, but remember, the first thing, yeah, but, is not taking control, not taking action, because what could you do? And that's what we need to start thinking about. When we take responsibility and think about how we could do that, that improves your willpower, right? Because you're taking control. You're not looking for anyone else to kind of do it for you. And that's what we want to do. That's what the t-shirt comes out about, being your own hero. Okay, it's taking responsibility, taking action. Instead of saying, well, I don't know what to do, is taking that forethought to change. Okay, so if you really are aggrieved with chucking it away, and the first thing goes, well, it's a waste. The only waste you need to worry about is the one round here, right? Yes, because obviously a lot of us want the instant gratification of looking better in our skin, but two, because we want to kind of improve our health and our mood, and I want to live longer, okay? So if you're thinking that you're wasting this bit of chocolate, and then comes, well, there's all these starving people in the world and all that kind of stuff. Do you think that they really want chocolate? I'm calling bullshit on that one. No, they don't, because if you gave it them, it'd only spike their insulin, give them no nutrition, and make them want to eat more crap, and that which wouldn't be around them. So by saying that, you need to call bullshit on yourself, going, well, that was bollocks. Now, I know these boxes, lots of other people in your family that want them too, okay, that they want them, and if you chuck them away, they'll protest, and you don't want that grief, and I appreciate that. But, okay, let's say if you've got 2 or 3 people in your family, well, let's say 4 people in your family, why don't you take that selection box, for instance, get some, open it up, and just put your handful in, get a handful, and chuck it away, or chuck away, 25% of it. I know you might find that hard, but you will find a sense of control and responsibility that you've gone and chucked it in the bin. Right, that's going to make the big difference. Not just you instantly, might be really hard, but it'll be a great step forward for making better decisions. Remember what we talked about before? Okay, about how you feel. All right, that's what we want for. We don't want that instant gratification hit. Get lost. Okay, we want a better long-term kind of hit that we are moving forward. So chuck that 20% away. Or, okay, let's say you do struggle and you've gone through all those reasons why, and you have ate it slower, but you still ate it. Why not, if you pick out 1, you get rid of 2 of that selection box. And same thing with anything else. If you kind of have a mince pie, you get 1, chuck out 2. If you want to do it like slightly in secret, so you don't get any protests from the people around you, then do it, or you'll let them know. Okay, it's up to you. but just get rid of it out of your kind of life. Christmas is done, it's over, and you were merry, but now you're thinking, God, I paid for that. So let's make ourselves kind of get rid of, the few pounds that person might have, spent on it. You probably wouldn't bought yourself, and if you have, and chuck it in the bin, because we want to save the pounds around here, don't we? Around the rest of our body. All right, okay. So that's a little bit on how I feel and how I would like you to kind of make better choices with your kind of food. All right. Okay, so have a great day, team, and I'll see you on the next workout.